All right, so you know how much we love getting into the nitty-gritty, right? Like really understanding something new without all the fluff.
Absolutely. Cutting through the noise to the stuff that matters.
Well, this time we're taking a deep dive into something I think a lot of our listeners are going to find super interesting. It's a new course, and get this, it's MIG welding for leisure welders.
Oh, wow. That's catchy.
Right. It's offered by Gateway Community and Technical College as part of their Workforce Solutions division. So we're going to take a look and see if this is something that, maybe you'd want to check out.
Yeah, this is interesting to me right off the bat because we're seeing a very traditional industrial skill now being offered for people who just want to do it for fun.
For fun,
For
exactly.
personal enrichment. It's really cool. I mean, it speaks to, I think, a really core human drive to make things.
Yeah.
To actually work with our hands and, see our ideas come to life.
Totally. And I mean, welding for fun, that's not something you hear every day.
It's not your typical hobby.
But think about it. All those cool metal art pieces you see, or maybe you've got something around the house that you wish you could fix yourself, instead of calling someone. This course is aimed at exactly that kind of person. Like, the DIYers, the people who like to tinker, who are curious, who want to do stuff.
Yeah, the makers out there. The ones who like to create.
Exactly. People who want to get off the screens for a little bit and actually, work with something real.
Something tangible, something you can actually hold in your hand. And speaking of real, for anyone listening who's completely new to this MIG welding, it's basically like using a really precise controlled heat source to melt and fuse metal together.
Okay.
It's like the foundational technique with a ton of applications.
Gotcha. So walk me through this. Like, let's say I sign up for this Welding 101 for fun people course. What am I actually doing over these 5 sessions?
So they cover it all, starting with the essential safety gear, and they actually provide that, which is great.
Oh, that's good to know.
Then you move on to setting up the equipment, like learning the ins and outs of your MIG welding setup. And then the real meat of it is building your technique. You'll be practicing how to control the weld, how to make it do what you want, and you can even get to plan out a small project of your own.
Oh, that's cool. So you're actually getting to apply what you learn.
Exactly. It's very hands-on. Plus, they cover finishing techniques so you can make your pieces look really professional. And the whole atmosphere is designed to be supportive, like no tests or pressure.
Oh, that's a relief. I was worried there'd be like a pop quiz on welding theory.
No, nothing like that. It's all about exploring and having fun with the process.
Okay, good. Now let's get into the specifics because I know people are going to want to know when and where this is all happening.
Okay, so mark your calendars for Thursday, June 12th, 2025.
June 12th, got it.
The class runs from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m., 5 Thursday evenings in total. But they've been smart and built in some breaks for the summer, so no class on June 19th or July 3rd.
That's nice, yeah. Gotta have that summer barbecue time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's all happening at Gateway's Tie Building.
Okay.
That's at 516 Madison Avenue in Covington, Kentucky. They've got a state-of-the-art welding lab there.
Oh, and just to reiterate, they do provide all the safety equipment you'll need.
Unless you're like a real welding enthusiast and you have your own, fancy helmet and gloves and all
Yeah,
that.
exactly. You can bring your own if you prefer, but it's really nice that they provide it for those who are just starting out.
For sure. And I think that's important for people to know because this isn't just for like students who are trying to get a degree or, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is really for anyone who is curious.
Right. You could be a total beginner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And wants to learn something new, pick up a new skill, maybe find a new hobby. And I think the coolest part is that at the end of this, you've made something. You've created something real.
It's so true. And it's interesting when you think about it, this kind of opportunity is really making things like this more accessible to everyone.
Yeah.
It's empowering people to not just consume, but to actually create the world around them. Yeah, it's like taking control, right? Not just sitting back and watching stuff, but actually doing it.
I love that.
So for anyone listening who's like, all right, I'm sold. Where do I sign up? What do they need to do?
Okay, well, it's super easy. Just head over to Gateway's website.
Okay.
Or you can just do a quick search for Gateway Workforce Solutions.
Got it.
And look for their open enrollment courses.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find the MIG Welding for Leisure Welders course listed there.
Okay.
And just a heads up, space is limited.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so if this sounds like something you'd be interested in, don't wait too long to sign up.
Yeah, you snooze, you lose. So to sum it all up, this is a chance to learn a really cool skill in a fun environment and really for no other reason than just to make something. Like instead of, vegging out in front of the TV at night, you could be out there, sparks flying, learning how to weld.
Totally. And it really makes you think, like, what could you create? I mean, the possibilities are pretty much endless.
Right. And it brings up a good point. We're living in this increasingly digital world, right? Like everything is screens and information all the time.
That's true. It can be overwhelming.
But there's something so satisfying about learning a hands-on skill, like actually working with physical materials.
Yeah, there's a real connection there, like a grounding feeling that I think we're maybe losing touch with a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe this course is a way to get back to that.
I think you might be right about that. It's definitely food for thought.
Food for thought indeed.
All right.
Well, thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll catch you next time.
See you then.